What does an alligator say when there's a huge mess in his grocery store? Clean up on Crocodile 4. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Sunday, and thank you for being here. I hope everyone has had a great weekend. I hope your week is getting off to a good start. Hopefully my mic sounds okay. My mic has been sounding terrible lately. Terrible. I think it's dying. I keep getting crunchy audio like every night. It's unacceptable. So I have another microphone on order. I might tinker with this one and see if I can get it to stop being so crunchy. No crackles right now. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. If you hear some start to creep in, by all means, let me know. I'll probably sound really annoyed and grumpy when you tell me that my mic is crackly. Please don't take that. Please don't take that as directed at you. My mic really annoys me when it it really annoys me when my hardware doesn't work like it's supposed to. But I have another microphone on order that's basically essentially the same thing, but new. So, this one lasted me 3 years. So that we had a pretty good run. But welcome in, everyone. Let me welcome everyone properly. We have Dead Zergling first in chat, followed by Lucent Jelly. We've got Loyal to Soil and A Pint Will Do. Welcome in all. Thank you for being here. We're going to play some Jump King tonight. We're going to play Friday the 13th. I'm very confident we might beat Friday the 13th. I know I can do it now. I'm absolutely sure I can beat it. But it's going to require a little bit of luck. The luck might not go my way. Hopefully it will, though. Hopefully we'll finally get to check a game off the list. My victories list has been looking really thin lately. Really thin. You might also notice, if you're a subscriber, you might also notice your emotes are a little different now. Or if you've donated bits in the past. I changed the bits and subscriber emotes a little bit. So subs should now have access to my goofy head emotes, which don't really look a whole lot like me. But I don't think, but you get the idea. They kind of accidentally became emotes of my head. They have an interesting origin story. They actually kind of break the theme, too. But, that's alright. And now the bits emotes, you might feel like the bits emotes are a downgrade, but they are now deluxe versions of regular emotes. And what is deluxe about them is that they're all purple. My favorite color. Let's see. Oh, what brings us the luck to get a Sunday stream, Loyal says. I can't explain it, Loyal. I'm just happy to be here, and happy that you're here with us as well. Shiver me timbers. I'm a messy alligator in a store, Zerkling says. Someone get an alien engineer pronto, Jelly says. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, Loyal. Very much appreciated, of course. Pint Will Do says, I need to unfollow because of that joke. You gotta be careful. When you get to the stream real early, you gotta be careful. There's bad jokes around here. Uncle Muscles, welcome in. Thank you for your patience. It took me forever to get to you. Thank you for being here. A Pint Will Do says, Happy Father's Day. That's right, Happy Father's Day to those who are fathers or have fathers or celebrate Father's Day. I just realized the Korok should probably be purple too. Well, no, that's what I actually wanted. Jelly was just the face to be purple, because I saw the snowman you sent me where you made the snowman entirely purple, and I was thinking just the snowball would be purple. I figured the rest would stay the same, like with the Korok. I think I like the Korok. You know, the others are totally purple because they're only two colors to begin with. But the ones that are more elaborately colored, I expected just a purple section. You originally changed the scarf and hat. No, I intended everything else to be the same. I mean, I might take a look. I might like that if just the scarf and hat are purple. That might be a good look if you still have that version. But yeah, I was gonna mention I was actually envisioning the snowball being turned purple. All right, we can start pressing some buttons. Um, did someone ask? I didn't see. Well, either way, there's no wheel tonight, and because I turned off the wheel, there's also no pistachios. Should be back tomorrow night. Didn't feel like having those on tonight though. I've got some snacks with me. I've got some apple slices and cheese, and I just want to be able to enjoy my snacks while we play tonight. So sadly, we're back down here at the bottom of the bog. That's part of why I wanted to try and start real early tonight, was because I knew I was down here at the bottom of the world again in Jump King. So like maybe this will give us a little bit of extra time, since I'm gonna need it to try and escape. All of these awful areas. If you fall far enough, there's no way you can mess up anymore. This is true. This is very true, Pint, and thank you for the 5 streams. Very good of you to consistently share company with us. Is this a full power jump? I think it is. Yeah. I actually haven't played the bog in a while, so the timing for a few of these jumps, or I guess more accurately, which of these jumps is free and which aren't, is a little fuzzy to me. A lot of them are free though. Most of the jumps in the bog are free. We got so close to defeating Jason on Friday that we are virtually there. The only thing that went wrong for me is just I just ran out of health. I just ran out of health. It was all skill. If I just played a little better, we would have had it. But of course, it's like an unspoken rule of the universe that I'm unable to first try anything. I always have to blunder spectacularly at the finish line before I'm ever able to beat anything. I don't know if there's ever been an example. I don't know if there's ever been an example of me beating anything without a horrible defeat, like a millimeter away from credits, and a colossal amount of backtracking. If you played a little worse, on the other hand, you would have lost all hope. You know, I talk a big game about being full of hopelessness and despair, but I also always keep playing. If I truly had the despair that I claim to have a lot of the time, I should be giving up a lot more frequently. Hey Kusari Gama, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Ultra Deluxe Rare Sunday stream. Collector's Edition. You only truly fail when you fully give up. All too true. Unless the game was never winnable in the first place. Yeah, I mean, a lot of arcade games are like that, right? In which case you win as soon as you give up. Hey, there's the ghost. That's when you try and break the game. If you do, and you're the first one then you're the first one that's done it. I might actually have such a, an achievement. It'd be difficult to verify. I may be the first / only person on record to ever beat Seawolf from 50 video games included. Because the game is super obscure, and it's very janky and difficult and nearly unbeatable, and the only reason I beat it is because the game broke. I know it's not exactly what you were talking about, but it's close. Of course, it could have all too easily broken during someone else's playthrough as well. Had myself some duck eggs last night, Zergling says. Right on. I thought surely with my improved egg cooking skills, maybe they wouldn't be special compared to chicken eggs. Nope, total lie. Duck eggs way better than chicken eggs every day of the week and twice on Sunday. I'll have to try some and see for myself someday. One thing I do agree with Arnie on is his 6 rules, Kusarigama says, and I use that with the 10 rules from Admiral McRaven. I don't even think I know who that second person is. I assume Arnie is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hey, next, welcome in. If I'm wrong about that, I don't know either person. No wheel tonight, Loyal. No wheel. It will almost certainly be back tomorrow, though. It was. Hey, JR Tech, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us for some Jump King. I'm struggling to regain lost progress. We are way back in the early map now. Oh, cool. Still way back. No, it was too much. What a game. What a game. Hey, Pink Scully, welcome in. Sunburnt and bruised. Fell down 2 waterfalls. I wish you a quick recovery. Sunburned is a condition that I fortunately haven't felt in a good long while. But the summer is here, and the threat is real. Lucky, I get sunburned a lot. I try very hard to stay away from the midday sun. I'm pretty all around indoorsy to begin with. When I do venture out of doors, as I do like to do from time to time, I tend to do so in more sort of fall and winter times, and typically in more shaded conditions. You're more likely to find me in a deep woods than you are to find me on a beach. If I'm wandering around a beach, something has gone horribly wrong. Hey Greg, welcome in. Greg's Retro Channel. I hope you've had a spectacular weekend. I don't like going outside, Gusarigama says people are out there. Big problem going outside where I currently live is unattended dogs. Lots of big dogs running loose in my part of the world. I'm not interested to challenge them. We got to put on a second layer of sunblock, Scully says. I like going out a lot, but I also like staying in bed a lot. I can nap with the best of them. Are you scared of dogs, or are they wild? I'm scared of any dog that runs up to me barking. Any dog that approaches me in a threatening manner, yes, I'm very scared. No, they're not wild dogs. It's just, you know, we live, where I live, the houses are a little spread out. And, a lot of people have those, like, e-fences around their homes, which I guess are safe, but I don't trust them. If I can't see a fence, I don't feel safe. You have stray dogs and cats, but also bunnies and robins in your yard, Sarigama says. Yeah, we get some, we get a fair amount of wildlife. Rabbits and squirrels, lots of birds. We get lots of frogs and even a turtle every now and then. Wish we had a chipmunk. E-fence? Yeah, they're like the like electric shock collars that like keep the dog on the property by zapping them when they try to run off. I assume that's how they work. Yeah, yeah. Greg says, I'm good. Been watching Zelda Dungeon Channel. Right on. Annual marathon of Zelda games. I consider myself a fairly big fan of the Zelda games. I always really enjoy them when I play them, but stunningly, there's still a handful I've never gotten around to. E-fences are way cheaper, and neighbors like them more than a real fence. That's how I found Twitch about 3 years ago, Greg says. Right on. I missed my bed so much, Scully says. I've been sleeping on the floor at the hotel we were at. I'm glad you've been able to return to the comfort of your bed. I had to sleep on the floor. I had to sleep on the floor a couple, I think it was a couple weeks back. Because I broke my bed. And it took me a couple days to getting around to fixing it. I'm never getting up. Oh, the bog. The highs and lows of Jump King. The highs and lows and lows and lows and lows and lows of Jump King. I still don't quite get this game, much like getting over it. Getting over it seems to be the the archetypal rage game. That's the I hear lots of good things about it almost every time I play this. I can't really justify it. It's just it's the thrill of delayed gratification. It's just the joy of overcoming something that thwarts and crushes you repeatedly, I guess. I don't know. It's just got the game has a wonderful simplicity to it. And I guess I think it's the sort of the combination of the simplicity and the difficulty. The low complexity and the high difficulty fascinate me. More lows than highs for sure. You're doing it, my friend. Thank you, Uncle Muscles. I'm fully confident. It's not always like I'm definitely not fully positive. There's a lot of negative emotion coursing through my veins during this game, but I know I will beat it as long as if I'm willing to spend enough time inside the crucible, I will emerge reforged. I love Meat Boy. Don't quite get the other two, and that's okay, Kusarigama says. Meat Boy is, yeah, Super Meat Boy is fantastic. I love that game. I played that game on the Xbox 360, and I didn't quite 100% it. I got really close. Really close. I think I did everything but the final world in the 360 version. And I've gone to revisit it a couple times. But the music is different on other platforms. They changed the soundtrack, and I don't like it as much. It's hard. I found it. I mean, part of the reason why I might have found it hard to get back into is because I'd already played it a lot on the 360, but I just was really off-put by the different soundtrack. Understand this game more than getting over it, Uncle Muscle says. Yeah, so Super Meat Boy is like it's a different kind of game to this one. So like whether or not I think I would probably say it's less difficult. But it requires like it requires more fast-paced action, right? This game, there's very little that you ever have to do in a hurry in this game. Just knocking everything around, don't mind me. I haven't played Meat Boy though since like 2010. been a real long time. I mean, really, like, really played it. I have picked it up, you know, and made a couple attempts, like I said, since then, but 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. I think I was living in Korea when I played it, mostly. The joy of getting past something that seems impossible is a euphoric state. No, why are you so tiny? My my face cam, just to keep out of way of the game. I usually, whenever we play a game that's like, I know this is a weird game because it's not widescreen. It's still got like a full screen aspect ratio, but it's centered, which makes it weird. But usually for anything that's like widescreen or on the Switch, I keep my face cam real small to keep it out of the way. I prefer full screen games because I got plenty of room for my face cam when we do those. The 4:3 aspect ratio is much preferable. But, you know, when it's centered like this, not really. I could move it around and mess with it, but it's too much bother. I'll just be small. Tough jumps. Up here in particular, this bug stalk region is, it's not really even that the jumps are so tough, but it's just like the penalty for missing them is so severe. you go so far back on this map when you miss a jump. All the maps are kind of like that, but I feel like this one is abnormally brutal. Have you beat this game yet? I've not beat this map, Loyal. I beat other maps in the game. So yes and no. Yeah, I was repeatedly warned not to play this DLC. But of course that was never gonna work. The more I hear I shouldn't play something, like the more it gets fast tracked to the top of my like most desirable list. Frownie, you shouldn't play Chakan. I want to play that game too. I do want to play that one. The Forever Man. We've experimented. I've experimented with in the past with like letting viewers use channel points to pick out games for me. And I love the idea to a degree, just to like as a way to like motivate me to play something that I might otherwise hesitate toward or put off for too long. And as a way to like remove the blame from me for a horrible time I'm having. But it's just not very compatible with my personality type, because like the problem that I had when we did that is that I am not a sampler. I can't. I want to finish everything that I want to finish everything I start. I don't like putting on a game and playing it for like 30 minutes and then moving on to something else for forever. Like, and so when we did stuff like that, it's just too unmanageable, because I can't keep up with the things that get redeemed, and then I don't have any freedom over my own schedule anymore because I spend all my time doing viewer stuff. And like I think about like the solution to the like a potential solution to that, right, is to make a queue, to just make a viewer queue and then work on it like one night a week or something like that. But then I have the problem of like, then I have the fear of like something that I want to do being locked like 8 games deep into the viewer queue. And then sometimes I want to do a project where I do a little marathon, or I find a game that I get obsessed with for a while and want to play it every night, and you know, then that's incompatible with having a night a week for viewer stuff. It's just very difficult. It's very difficult. Other streamers can do it. I just and it works really well for them, but I don't know that it works with my personality. And I have chewed on it. Like I have chewed on this problem and chewed on this problem. Yeah, just make it 1,000,000 points. Yeah, I mean there are ways to slow a queue, right? Because I can make it a high point redeem, and I can say like, you know, limit one one game in the queue at a time. Like I could set up rules that make it rare, but it's like a balancing thing, because like if you have a queue like that, you want stuff in the queue all the time, but you don't want the queue to be unmanageably long. And like you can set limits, like I could turn off the redeem, but it doesn't, like, it seems not quite fair at some point. We use all of our points on the wheel and the pistachios, yeah. There's that. The wheel's a pretty good point sink. Oh, Duck Something, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Let's play every game ever made all at once. There are other balance issues too, right? Because someone could redeem like a 1 hour game, and then someone redeems like a 400-hour game, and like either someone's getting really cheated, or someone's getting way too much value for their points. And I don't want to look up how long a game is before going into it. I hate that kind of advanced knowledge. There's a lot of things. Just a lot of things. I like how Sark is forced to play Final Fight every Sunday. Yeah, Sark makes viewer games work. He can move through stuff so fast, though. I don't have a tenth of Sark's skills. If I beat everything as quickly as he did, then that'd be no problem. We are at hour 1. Still trapped at the bottom portion of the map. That's hour 1 of the night for anyone. If you're a new lurker and Don't know quite what's going on. That's hour 1 of the night. I've been on this map for 70.5 hours. I've got to beat this. I've got to beat this whole map in the next 20 hours, or this becomes my my slowest playthrough of this game. No! I wonder if that's gonna make things easier. I never tried to jump around like that. That looks like that has potential to be more convenient of a setup. I know it didn't work out for me this time, but I think it might. Hey Chozo, welcome in. Welcome to a little bit of Jump King and a lot of Friday the 13th. Coming up. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Things are fine on my end. I've had a pretty good weekend. Done a bit of grilling. Got some new bookshelves. I need some new shoes. My shoes are coming apart. The soles are pulling away from the bottoms of my shoes. I noticed just a couple days ago, I went for a walk and my socks got wet. There was water leaking into my shoes, and I looked and I saw they're coming apart. And these shoes have been great. I've had these shoes for like 5 years. They've held up remarkably. But I think they're at the end, and the thing is, I have the hardest time. It's gonna take me forever to find another pair of shoes. I've got these big, wide clown feet, And every shoe is too narrow for me. Every shoe is too narrow to be comfortable. I cannot find a wide shoe for the world. All the shoes that say that they're wide, it's all lies. I was even trying out extra wide shoes today. Guess what? More lies. I need like custom made shoes. The problem is I need a shoe that's wide, like all around. Like I need a wide heel as well as like, what's the other part of your foot called? The part at the end where your toes are at. Usually when I get a wide shoe, it's just that one end where your toes are at that's wide in the shoe, and the heel is the same narrow heel that's on everything else. Does me no good. It's useless. It's worthless. I need a shoe that's wide the entire length of the shoe. Oh, it drives me crazy. It drives me out of my mind. I tried on like 400 shoes today. None of them were good. I'm still hunting. This shoe that I have, I don't think they make it anymore. I think the brand is called Safety Step. I don't remember where I got it because it's been so many years, but I don't see them in stock anywhere. I found them listed on Amazon, and it said every SKU said product currently unavailable. I think they're dead. I think they're a dead company, which is so sad because they made a wonderful shoe. It actually fit my mutant foot and held up for a long time. I have that issues. Skechers makes good extra wide. I tried a bunch of those today. None of them quite worked for me. The middle of my foot is the widest. I had one. There was a Skechers shoe and there was a New Balance shoe that I came close. That were really close, but I was like, well, I held off anyway, because if I can find something just a little better, would be nice. I'm a size 14 US, Chozo says. I usually aim for I usually get a 13 wide. Sometimes I'll need a 14 depending on the particular model of the shoe. But I always grab the 13s first. I've just been big to get shoes that last. Yeah. Yep. Don't have big feet. That's my advice. If you're thinking about growing your feet out big, I would recommend maybe don't. Save yourself some hassle, my friends. I have to go 14 for the width, Chozo says. Always have extra room in the toes, but that doesn't bother me. My big trouble, like I'm in a bad spot right now, just because my big trouble that I'm having is that I like my shoes that are worn out now so much. That also just doesn't help. Like every other shoe is like at such a disadvantage because it's not what I currently have. So, like I'm predisposed. I'm predisposed to dislike everything I try. That makes it hard. That makes it hard too to pick something new out. No. A lot of these platforms up here, if you couldn't tell, a lot of these platforms up here are icy. That's any of them that have that white line of shine on the top, they have ice physics. So that's like, no good. No. The ice physics make it difficult because, like, you have to pull back against the slide when you land, or you go sliding way too far off. And the thing that makes that really tough is it trains you to do that, and then you land on a spot that isn't actually icy, and your muscle memory causes you to pull back on the D-pad, and then you just walk off of a platform. That's the thing that's infuriating about the ice. Like, the sliding on the ice is not really a problem, but the muscle memory it makes you develop to where you accidentally walk off of things is infuriating. Can I walk off of this? I don't remember. Nope. But I get to practice this part again. Yuck. think that was the highest point we reached tonight so far. Once I get a little bit more familiar with this right here, though, I think it's going to be real good, because this long jump across the top here to get to that one on the left, that jump, that's good. Because that eliminates something that gave me a lot of trouble. Or, you know, doesn't really eliminate it, but it gives me a better approach to it. Once I get locked in, once I get it locked in, that approach is going to be more repeatable. It's just tough because it's really... there's a narrow window of success. So we're doing Jump King tonight, and the plan is to play it again on Wednesday, and probably on Friday. I didn't actually schedule anything for Friday, but I imagine we'll probably play Jump King on Friday. We could play it at the end of a stream, like if I get really lucky and I beat Pugsley's scavenger hunt tomorrow real quickly. We could use some end of the stream time for Jump King too, but that's a pretty big maybe. Is the babe a lie? That's what some of these characters seem to think. The first two babes weren't though, so I actually thought for for my entire first playthrough for my entire first playthrough, all 92 hours of of our first road to credits, I actually thought that there was going to be no babe. I thought that it had to be a joke. I thought we were going to get to the top and there was going to be some sort of prank. Yeah, the babe is in another castle. I was 100% expecting that. When we finally got to the top and I saw the babe, I couldn't believe my eyes. I actually thought for the longest time, I thought that the babe at the top was going to be a statue. Um, that's what I really thought. That's what I really thought we were gonna find was like a Venus de Milo statue or something at the top, because there's a part where you find a statue part of the way up. Part of the way up the new Babe Plus DLC map, and that had me thinking that the actual Babe was also going to be a statue. And no one spoiled it for me, luckily enough. I played as long as I played, as long as it took me to get to the top for the first time. It was never, no one ever, no one ever said anything that gave away that the Babe was actually real. So it was very cool. But yeah, a lot of the like little side characters in the game, I feel like we've run across a couple of them that think that there's no one up there at the top, or you know, they all basically have a. Everyone we encounter has kind of a sour grapes attitude regarding the Babe. They all want to convince you that they believe that the journey is not worth it. Hey, Happy Pin, thank you for the lurk. Can't figure out if that's a typo or an expression that I don't know. It's tough here because if I overshoot, I bonk into this platform here that I'm standing on, and if I undershoot, I miss the other one. So I don't know, that's weird because that jump is easier, but I really need to get the positioning down. It's got a very narrow window for the positioning. No. No. How is everything going so wrong? Well, I don't know. Nerves got me or something. We were getting close. I didn't even get to blunder the most difficult jump. I blundered 1,000 others on the way to it. I thought thought I was gonna have more trouble for overshooting that jump than I did. Oh, it's so irritating. It's so irritating. No, why? It's not my night. It's not my night. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights where we end right where we started. I'm pretty certain I'm just gonna wrap up all the way back down at the bog again in 20 minutes. I see it clearly. Good luck to you. Thank you for the good luck wishes. I'm afraid, I really need the luck, but I'm afraid it has abandoned me. Hey, Game and Fit, welcome in. Hope everything is going great for you today. Weekend flew by. I swear it was Friday like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I feel kind of like that too, especially since I'm streaming on Sunday. My weekend feels real short when I stream on both Friday and Sunday. And I did a lot. I was busy, very busy all weekend. It's just a bunch of little stuff, but it really added up. Next week, not this week coming up, but week after this week, aka next week. I specify just because, like, I'm one of those people, I always feel like Sunday is the last day of the week, not the first day of the week. If you ask me what's the first day of the week, I would always say Monday. But, that's neither here nor there. The whole thing is, like, the week that doesn't start tomorrow, but the Monday after tomorrow. It's gonna be a weird week for me, so next week I'll probably miss a lot of streams, is all I'm saying. We've got a pretty full week this week, but next week is gonna be, next week I'm probably gonna miss a bunch of nights. This week I might miss Thursday. Just like I did last week, I might miss it this week too. Thanks for streaming. It's always good to see you on here. Thank you, Uncle Muscle. It's very kind of you to say, and of course I appreciate you spending the time here with me. I learned early on I was eating a little too much protein. Not good for the kidneys, apparently. Putting a stop to that, Human Fit says. Played some games today. Castlevania. Oh. But you beat Super NES Aladdin legitimately? Nice. Oh no, you said illegitimately. No, not nice. I love that game. Considering how intense those games are, it lasted a long time. I think strengthening those core muscles is key to beating this thing, Game and Fit says. Hey. You know, I wish for you success, my friend. Really like to hear you've got this thing beat. I was humming A Whole New World for like an hour after I was done with it. Super NES Aladdin is so fantastic. What a game. Figuring out how to get all those red gems drove me out of my mind, though. How was your weekend? My weekend was good. I was listing off some of the things we did. We got some new bookshelves, and I did some grilling, and what was the other thing I said we did? Oh, I had to go get new shoes. Well, I tried to get new shoes. I couldn't find any that fit. My feet are too wide. It's difficult to find a shoe wide enough for my bizarre feet. Got a gift card for Foot Locker. Looking for half boots. All they sold were sporty shoes, all colors and sizes. But I did manage to find what I was looking for. Right on. I don't think I have a dedicated shoe store anywhere near me. Like a Foot Locker or a Payless. I don't even know if Payless is still in business. I wouldn't have known Foot Locker was still in business if you hadn't just told me you went to one. I figure where you live, you'd have to make your own shoes. There's a thought. You know, I live a little bit away from things. I'm not super remote. I could stand to live in a more remote area, but where we are is fine. It's quiet enough. Just get Shaq on the phone. When I move, chances are it'll be 30 minutes out of town or so. Living inside cities isn't the greatest thing ever. Traffic, crime, etc. Game and Fit says. I spent a lot of my life living in great big cities. Much more than I ever expected to. It's not my preference. Uncle Muscle says, I live in the hood, it's noisy, and Game and Fit says, that's because the engine is in there. I grew up in a very small town in Kentucky, so like I'm used to like rural areas are where I like to be. But I spent like the first decade of my adult life in giant mega cities. So I'm very, very glad. Now that we're in Wisconsin, I'm very glad to be in a more, like, semi-remote area. We're close enough. We're comfortably close to a couple cities, but we're not in any of them. My neighbors have a rooster. Oh my goodness. That sounds noisy. There's a train track. There's a train track near us. Sometimes a train rumbles by. Makes our house shake. It makes a little bit of noise. That's pretty much the most noise we get, is the train track. My neighbors are a little noisy sometimes too, but not... It's not really ever a bother. Not to the point of being a nuisance. It's actually not too bad. I have a close train as well, Uncle Muscle says. We've hit a milestone. Oh, we did. We passed it. We passed 100,000 jumps in this playthrough. I never really look at the jumps. We're close to 10. We're close to 10K on the falls. You know, fewer than 2 away. I never really pay attention to that jump counter. I'm always looking at the clock. I'm always looking at how many hours we've spent. But, you know, we're at, what, 71 now? No. This game is unbearable. It's unbearable. Unbearable. How many times do I have to say it? I give that jump a thumbs down out of 10. No. Guess we're all right. No, don't. Walking off ledges. I'm my own worst enemy. Always walking off ledges. That's a shame. Walked off another ledge. I couldn't intentionally sabotage myself worse than what I do in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if there was a black hole at the very last jump that warps you all the way to the beginning. We've speculated about that on the other two maps. All right, my friends, let's jump king for the night. We're done with this one. I didn't win back any significant progress, sadly. But we put in our 2 hours. We're gonna move on to game number 2. Hey, Derek Ocean, welcome in. Sorry you missed Jump King, but we're about to play Friday the 13th. This is a hard game. It sure is, Lord Malachite. And welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you are doing well today. Bring a blanket to put the fire out when you reach the top. It took me longer than it should have to get that. Had to close tonight. Hopefully that went smoothly. Just finished Sunday night House of Cards stream. Right on. House of Cards. Do I know what that is? Oh, Netflix series. Okay, I've heard of that. I was thinking of a video game. I was thinking there was a video game called House of Cards. They show films and shows every Sunday night to help my online friends stave off Sunday night scaries. Right on. Alright, let's get things switched out. Well, I guess I should take a little BRB. I'll get things, because I have to unplug the Switch and get the NES hooked up. So let me take a little BRB, and we'll get things switched over to Friday the 13th. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes, my friends. I think we got a good chance of beating Friday the 13th. I think I can do it tonight. I know. I think I'm at the point. I think I have the skill now. It's just a matter of needing a little bit of luck in a few places. So it's not guaranteed to happen, but it could. It could. If you want to see if it does, just stand by. I'll be right back with you.